I'm gonna put it like this, my personal opinion, like I have a hard time being vulnerable myself.
Not knowing how vulnerable a man could be is also affecting her. Like if she didn't experience that in her household.
I wanted my mom and my dad to be together. I did. Everybody wants her dad. And then the moment that they separated, that hurt me.
Dayvsnn,
All right.
let's just say Kamala Harris called you.
Okay.
Dayvsnn, I'm on the way to Little Rock.
Yeah.
I need you to come out and sing for me.
Yeah.
What's your response? What's going on?
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again.
I'm communicating my issue in hopes that it's gonna come to a solution. But they will bring up that moment to bring up something that I told them, and that will shut me completely off. Like that will shut me down.
I told them to keep the comparisons. I don't compare to them. We not the same at all. Be playing these niggas, that be so embarrassing. That's why I'm glad I'm a dog. Look, when you mad at her, that when she texting my phone, like pick up this me finna call.
Come in, take a seat. Welcome to Speak Easy.
Welcome to Speak Easy. God damn it. This is the second episode, man. We wanted to create a space where we can sit down, have open discussion, differences of opinion, let it be respectful, find a common ground, and balance perspectives off of each other's minds, and just have it out, you know what I'm saying, in a respectful way. We got a lot of different people that got different views, politics, religion, whatever the case may be, but we just want people to feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, during this conversation. We got Bucci and Dayvsnn today with us, joining us.
What's up, y'all? What's up? How you
Dayvsnn
doing?
is a prominent upcoming artist. Don't want to put him in the box, but he got them vocals. Bucci got a big platform. You see her, so you know what that is.
For real.
E, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Shoot, that got me. Hey, feeling good, feeling great.
That's what's up. Well, this is the tacos and tequila segment. So we're gonna dive into some tacos and we're gonna take a shot of tequila, take the edge off. We got some catfish tacos, we got some beef tacos. Shout out to Heights Tacos and Tamale Company.
Shout out.
We gonna talk real soon. It ain't gonna jump out, so you have to jump in there.
I'm gonna try to get on in here and see what they talking about.
No fresh jalapenos on there
don't
too.
Y'all be all in my mouth. I got these braces.
Okay.
Man, this a no judgment zone.
I was finna act like I eat with forks and stuff, but I do not eat with forks.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So while y'all is digging in, and I do mean digging in, we just gotta go ahead and start it off with a couple, good little topics, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just come out and say it. Mama, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
D, what you doing? D. Hey.
I'm trying to set the mood for this.
I feel,
okay,
from my emotions and my feelings and my observations, without saying what happened within our household, I feel like my mother was toxic. Now, I shouldn't go into detail.
Yo, mama was toxic. I just wanted to repeat it so she can hear.
Now, I tried to speed past it.
Boy,
he said it, not me, mama.
Man.
He said it, not me.
Emphasize, make sure that you understood what.
We love you, mama.
We love your mama.
Definitely love you.
We love your mama.
For sure, we love you, for sure.
But you was toxic.
Oh. But not without her reasons.
Yeah.
Okay? Not without her reasons.
Right.
Gotta give her credit.
Right? Because, man,
she did the best that she knew how, right?
It was rough some days, in people's youth, you go through things and when you have kids, you don't really get the opportunity to rehearse it, practice it, any of that. You just kind of thrown into it unexpectedly. You might have just, it might be a rare circumstance where it was planned, but I haven't heard too many stories about it being planned. It kind of just happened. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn this into a question so I don't get killed after I get done with this by my mama.
We don't want you to get no whooping.
So relationship, what do y'all think about parents in their younger years and their relationships? A lot of people don't even realize that their parents were young at some point and made mistakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about y'all parents' old relationships? Do y'all remember any of that from back in the day?
You know what?
Talk to me.
I do. And I feel like it absolutely affects you. It does, wholeheartedly. It affects you. Like your relationship with your parents' relationships that they had. So whatever you experience in your youth affects you when you get older. You know? So my thing is this. You just gotta take what you have been through, learn from it, keep growing or whatever. But like it really does affect you. Like it can make you be bitter. It can make you not like men or women, depending on your gender. It can also make you, you know what I'm saying, cold-hearted in certain situations, just depending on your circumstances and what you experienced as you were growing up. So if you had like a healthy, just cool household, everything was cool, you know what I'm saying, then hey, guess what? Hey, everything cool. So of course, like things that you go through, you're gonna be like, okay, all right, it's all good. But if you experience some trauma, that's what make you stronger though. You know that you done been there before. Hey, my dad did this, my mom did this. So you know what? I'm finna move a little bit differently because I'm already, you know what I'm saying, familiar with this behavior that this man is acting towards me or how this woman is acting towards me. So you just kind of move a little bit differently.
How you feel about yours affected you though? Like whatever your household dynamic was, relationship with your mom and your dad, how you think it affected you though?
Honestly, it affected me tremendously. It affected me because I wanted my mom and my dad to be together. I did. You know, they were together, you know, until I was about 7, 8 years old. 7, 8 years old. And everybody wants their dad. My dad was a good dad, you know. My dad was there for me. He was supportive. Like football games, he yo. He supported me in my football games. He supported me in my track meets. He supported me in every aspect of my life. Like with my grades, everything that I do, he was very supportive. And then the moment that they separated, that hurt me. It turned me up. Like it turned me like, I ain't gonna say turn me up. It turned me up to a point where it was like, dang, this ain't what I thought it was. You know?
I hear you talking about, forgive me, I'm eating tacos. I hear you talking about how much your father impacted your life.
Right.
I haven't heard too much about your mom.
Right.
So speak on that for me. What was that dynamic like? Why did it seem like you focus more, from what I've heard right now, it seemed like you kind of focus a little bit heavier on your father.
As a kid, I was kind of disappointed in my mom because I didn't know the situation and the circumstances that were going on. It's like, Mom, why did you leave Dad? Like, you know what I'm saying? I had no idea. I was a kid, right? And then as I got older and my mom started explaining stuff to me and my dad started explaining stuff to me and I put 2 and 2 together, I realized why they weren't meant to be. So with that being said, I said, hey, I took it from what it was. So all right, they weren't meant to be. Sometimes things not gonna always just perfectly align like you expect it to be. And I took it and I learned from it. And I was like, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. You gotta grow, you gotta learn, and you just gotta live life.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you feel like, I'm playing devil's advocate here now, do you feel like it's easier for you to let women in your life go because your mom left?
Absolutely.
Tell me about it. What do you mean?
Absolutely.
How's that affected? How's that
Reason being is
evolved?
because I've already experienced that in my past, right? So now when a woman comes in my life and she's not up to par, like as far as what I want or what makes me happy, you know, and we don't agree and we're not on the same terms, hey, you can move around. It's cool. I'm fine on that. I don't need you to fake. I don't want no fake love. I don't want no fake, you know, perspectives on how you feel about certain situations and stuff like that. Just leave me alone. I'm straight. I'm good.
Would you think that I can understand, I can just me put myself in your shoes, envisioning that, but do you think that mentality is self-sabotaging though?
Not no, not.
You don't think so?
Not at all. Let me tell you why. Because you get what you deserve at the end of the day. So if you settle for less, and you be like, oh well, I've been through this when I was a child, and this same person is treating me the way that my dad treated my mom or my mom treated my dad, and I'm gonna sit there and accept it, and you just go with it, then that's on you. But if you move forward, like, nah, I know this behavior, I know these situations. If I just move away, I'm good. I know it's better out there, you know. So no, I do not.
Is it what you deserve or you just know yourself?
Is it what?
Is it what you deserve or you just know yourself?
Yeah, it's both. It's what you deserve and know yourself, because you figure out what you deserve based off of your situations, and then you get to know yourself.
Do you recall having any examples outside of your mother that you would want to model a potential partner by?
Absolutely.
Who would you say that was?
I ain't gonna say that name, but yeah, it was a woman that I really, really, really thought, you know, was like my mom, because all men, in my opinion, I feel like want to date someone that's like their mom.
Yeah.
Because that's your comfort zone. Like my mom was a good mom. My mom took care of me. When we ain't have it, like, she made a way. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you want a woman that's gonna take care of you and be nurturing like that.
Right.
So it was a woman that I thought was like my mom, but she put on a facade. She made it seem like, hey, I got you. And that's all because I told her of my past experiences. So that's what's called a monitoring spirit. You feel me? That monitoring spirit that, you know, from me telling her, made her feel like, hey, I'm finna do this. I'm finna, you know what I'm
Was
saying?
she
Make
older
this.
than you?
Nah, she actually was younger. Just by a year though.
You gave her the cheat codes.
Gave her the cheat codes. I did. Gave her the cheat code.
What?
Wow. She took advantage of vulnerability. Why do you
Hold
think
on,
women?
Talk to her.
But the reason I gave her the cheat code was because I was vulnerable.
Right.
And the question she asked and she told me, I was like, damn.
But what's wrong
She
with
did.
being vulnerable?
Yeah. Whoa, it's a lot.
That's what I was
It's
going
a
to
lot.
ask. That's what I was going to ask you.
Come on.
Because it's been like an influx of posting women online. It's like it's like, damn, women got this like harsh desire for a man to be vulnerable with them. Like, what is that?
I'm gonna put it like this, my personal opinion. Like, I have a hard time being vulnerable myself. I'm not gonna say I have a hard time being vulnerable, but I feel where he coming from. Cause you could tell somebody something and they'll use what you say against you in a, for example, just say me and a person talking about something that I had an issue with, but I'm a person that like to communicate. So I'm communicating my issue in hopes that it's gonna come to a solution. But they will bring up that moment to bring up something that I told them. And that will shut me completely
Yes.
off. Like that will shut me
Absolutely.
down.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it's a manipulative thing. Like what a lot of women could be doing right now is wanting, let's be real here. I'm gonna be honest, women can be devious. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They can be.
No.
Women can be devious.
Really?
So, you know, knowing everything possible about a dude and flipping it on them, that's the trend right now.
Have you ever done that before? Like, not intentionally, but have you think you ever been in a situation where you kind
Where
of
I manipulated a dude?
like manipulated or like kind of flipped it? You know what I mean? Flipped the situation on a guy.
I don't gotta do that. But
You
I'm
say
a
you don't
person.
got to, or you haven't?
No, I haven't. Like I'm a person that's very direct. Like if I got an issue with you about
What's
something,
your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be very direct
How
about
about
it.
you?
I feel like if either party cannot be vulnerable, you're gonna always continue to run into some situation.
Okay.
Like you're gonna, you're gonna always run into something because it's like, I can't get the real you.
All right. Let me
I
ask
can't
you a
get the real
question,
you.
though, right? That's a very valid point that you just made up. If either party can't be vulnerable. Okay.
Right.
So when men are vulnerable, why is it that women always attack men that's vulnerable. It's either he's sassy,
or he feminine, or he's not tapping into his masculine era. Like,
I feel like that when you focus on not women, like putting it on women, like for you, put it on a woman, like just one person. You know what I'm saying? So like because all women, I don't feel like give that to a man. There are some women out here that want you to be vulnerable, not going to throw that back in your face. They need to see that. You know what I'm saying? Some women didn't get to experience that with their dads and stuff like that. So not knowing how vulnerable a man could be is also affecting her. Like if she didn't experience that in her household, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that we should not put it on all women.
understand.
Like change that narrative first, you know what I'm saying? Look for that one person that you can be vulnerable with.
do you feel like 90% of women are like that in this generation? No, be real. Based
Honestly,
on
I don't. And I think it's just
what's the
because
percentage
like
that you feel like that the women that do that are? It's high.
I think it could
It's
be
high.
I think it could be 50-50. I think
Definitely.
it could be
Okay.
50-50, but honestly, I think we just promote what's negative. So we really don't know the people out here that actually need to see your vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? That wants to support your vulnerability as a man, you know? I think
Who wanna this me? Who wanna like a hard ass dude?
Look, I'm gonna offer this, right?
I'm saying like as far as nobody is Superman or Superwoman. So it just everybody got a kryptonite, everybody got a weakness.
Right.
So it's like
I think it's changing though as the generations are coming. I think that stereotype is changing because, you know, it stemmed from a time too, like that's way past us. You know, so it's like honestly, that hard thing is from past traumas generations ago. So what we're doing right now is just trying to work through all of that. And I think it's only a couple more generations before we get to a point where men can be vulnerable, where men don't have to be looked at as sassy because they are a little more, they may be emotional or they may be a little more expressive to their woman or their significant other. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's like generational trauma that we got to work through. I don't think it's just something that you have to take on and say that's me, or you got to take on and say that's me.
That's a valid point. So let me ask you this: is it okay for men to be vulnerable
Yeah,
in a
like
relationship?
you need to, like I said, if you
What's
don't
the
be,
level of vulnerability though? Like, what is the level?
I think vulnerability is attached to honesty.
Oh, okay.
So, the level is just how honest are you willing to be? You know, like if you're not really ready to be that honest, then you're not really ready to be that vulnerable.
yeah, you definitely
I'll offer this, right? Respect everybody's perspectives on things, but everything starts at home, right?
Yeah.
And everything in the universe has balance and duality. You got the sun, you got the moon, you know. So there's like majority of people, especially our people, their upbringing wasn't their father and their mother together, raising them together. So there's an imbalance with most of us. So that's why you will have somebody that feel like a man should be vulnerable. That's why you will feel like somebody feel like a man shouldn't be vulnerable and he should be hardcore. He think he should be hardcore all the time. When he's very emotional. You know what I'm saying? It takes strength to be vulnerable. But when the dynamic of men and women, the man have to be the lead. So if he is the lead, that means he can't be vulnerable to the woman that's supposed to follow him. Because we can't be two vulnerable people crying and holding each other.
Exactly.
Yes, we have feelings.
That's an expression. That's not you necessarily.
It is, but it's the time and the place, and it's a level of what you express with somebody that's supposed to look at you as Superman.
But Superman doesn't have to be looked at as somebody that has to show outwardly that I'm Superman. That's not how that works.
So you saying Superman has kryptonite, which we all understand that.
Superman.
We
Yeah,
understand
like-
that. We understand that. But what is a man's purpose? Like, you know, their perspective, like when they do share their emotions, how do they do it?
Okay, so if you don't feel safe when you show your emotion, when you show a vulnerable side for y'all to a woman, when you show that side to a woman, and you don't feel safe in that space when you do that, then that's not the one. Let's keep it moving.
So do y'all not test women? Y'all do y'all put out tests?
What you mean by that?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all pull a dollar bill out and let her, see if she gonna
Dollar
steal it?
bill? Wait, whoa.
I'm saying, like, do y'all
Is that not
date
playing
women?
games?
That's playing games.
Do y'all test women?
My thing is, what are y'all measuring vulnerability against?
Yeah.
Like, what are you measuring it
I
against?
measure how I operate off of what I saw. Children learn by what they see. I saw my dad and I saw my mama my whole life. My dad's siblings, my mama's siblings been married. All I've seen was men take care of women, provide for women, protect women their whole life, right?
Right.
So a lot of things I picked up, not by something that was told directly to me, but by the example that I saw. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see my dad be vulnerable and be down ever. And when it was times where I was expressing, because one thing about it, he was a psychology minor, so he always came into my room, asked me like, okay, how was school? What's your favorite subject? How you like the teacher? How's it going? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Tell me, talk to me.
So I have
You know
a
what I'm saying?
question.
Now let me get out. So I have the balance of I can express myself, but it's still in a masculine way. You know what I'm saying? So if I complain about something, he never coddled me in a complaint or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He said, let's figure out this solution. Okay, we in football. We get to junior high. I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest, none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, do you want to be? Hell yeah. All right, well, we gonna get you a tie and a rope. We gonna get you some weight sets. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go to work. We not gonna sulk in disappointment or the lack of. We gonna go to work because he has to prepare me for the world. The world don't care about you, your vulnerability, or you being sad, or your shortcomings. They don't care. Women don't care. Men don't care nothing. They don't love you. They don't know you. That's how the world is. But the man has to be able to take that on, so he don't got time to be dwelling in his emotions. Yes, he has feelings, and he can process those and compartmentalize those, of course. You know what I'm saying? But his woman don't need to see him in a place like that. In my opinion, I never seen my father in a place like that. You know what I mean?
Because how would a woman take that if a man is like that?
But I'm not saying being a bully hard. You can still, I love you, baby, and the auto romantic stuff. You can do that without having a problem at work.
Exactly.
Or
How you know he didn't do that with your mom?
because I feel like it's things that he expressed, but it's a way to express certain things. But I know it's a lot of things that, because we was very intuitive and asked a lot of questions, and a lot of things. It was just left, on a dead end road as far as if we asked her about something dealing with him. You know what I'm saying?
So if you got a chance to actually see your dad be vulnerable, how do you feel like that would have then affected you now? Do you do you feel like if you had seen that, like how do you feel like you would process things now?
I feel
With
like
that.
if I seen him be vulnerable, I would be what they would call a simp. I heard.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Because a simp is vulnerable.
he's like
I'm just
overly
asking, a simp
vulnerable,
is vulnerable.
and he's not. He look at the woman like he decreases himself and his value because he is so intrigued by this woman that he wants and put her on a pedestal. When it comes to a man and a woman, got to be mutual. Of course, you're supposed to pledge your life to her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the interest got to be mutual.
Where the
You know what I'm
value of
saying?
man come from? You
Huh?
from the man or the like? Where the value of man come from?
What you mean where it come from?
Like, is it a self thing? Like, where you get it from?
Well,
I'm just asking. I'm picking his head. I'm picking his head.
No, that's cool. Was you about to say something before?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so when you say value of man, can you be more specific about in what area? What you mean as far as value to him or to her or to anybody?
What is the value? Like, where do you want the woman to care about your value? Like, where? Like, what is?
I mean, when it comes to value, value is a yoke thing, equally yoke thing. So let's just say I've said this before. In relationships, it's like a fire pit. The structure of the fire pit is your values. You being equally yoked. Y'all got the same goals. Y'all want to have the same amount of kids. Y'all want to either general parent or not general parent together. Y'all on the same page with that, right? Save investments, all that shit. Y'all on the same page. The fire is the chemistry, the sex appeal, the physical, the how y'all get along and all that. Without the fire, the winters are cold. Without the structure, you burn the house down. So you gotta have a balance of the both. You know what I mean? So as far as what you saying, value, are talking about both of them. I mean, two valuable people should be together.
I got you.
Let's go.
I think you're looking at it from the standpoint of values and not value.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said, because I didn't really
So
understand.
what she was asking was, what uniquely makes a man valuable?
Yes.
Okay, a man that's
Without
focused
being
on his
attached to a woman.
purpose, and he don't compromise what his purpose is for nothing.
Exactly.
But he understands and he shows you, whoever's in his life, that you will benefit from the fruits of me laboring for my purpose. A person that when we have issues, you don't go out and do no frivolous things, no petty things, because you emotionally impulsive. You know what I mean? She said this and she yap. So I'ma match that energy. You know what I'm saying?
A man is a person that's gonna be like, hey, I gotta take care of all this trauma and everything else that's going on with me. Everything that I'm dealing with, everything you dealing with, I gotta handle all of that by myself. So a man that knows how to actually control his emotions, you feel me?
You gotta
No,
do it by yourself.
but sometimes it ain't like that because of the past experiences.
Okay.
Okay? Sometimes it's not like that. That's why we all live. That's why we all learn from our past experiences.
Yeah, we should.
Now, with that being said, all right, so every man ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, how you want him to be. Every man's not gonna live up to the expectations of society. Every man is not gonna live up to the expectations of, damn, he got 100 million or a million, 100,000. Every man not gonna live up to that.
So are you saying to you a man's value is
It's not money.
It's attached to the money?
It's
No?
not money.
It's not
It's
attached to the
It's
money?
not money, but it is success.
Yeah, it's
It
definitely
is their
subjective.
value. Money is very important.
Okay.
Money is very important because money, shit, man, will change a lot of your situations. Yes.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, do we can all agree and say that we all have emotions?
For sure.
We all have
Absolutely,
them,
we do.
correct?
We do.
Okay. You don't have emotions?
I think that's a cap.
Okay, so if we all have emotions,
If I talk over a minute.
we can all also agree that with most of our emotions, we're pretty expressive with some of the emotions. So, which mean like you can get angry. So that's an emotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my question here, is it okay? It's okay to get angry? Is it okay to get angry?
Of course.
Hold on, wait, because I'm going somewhere. Okay, so it's okay to express anger.
I mean,
Y'all listening to me?
Yeah.
It's okay to express anger.
Yes.
All right, so when it comes to a more, I guess what you would call a sus or more emotional side, because what do we have emotions for if they're not for expression?
It's all about how you break it down, though.
Yeah, because we
Because
made
they're
different. We
supposed to be
chemically made
used.
different.
They're supposed to be used because it all works together.
I get it.
Like to
But
really.
how you break it down, a real man is supposed to be like, hey, baby, let me be real with you. All right? I didn't like the way that you did this, that, and the third. And you express that to the woman. Okay? When you express that, and it's how you express it too.
But that's still you being that's still a level of vulnerability though, if you're able to express.
That's why we said levels, because it's also how you express and what you actually express.
But I don't think it's about levels. I think it's just simply about communicating. Communicating.
Just like earlier when we was just speaking on like women being devious or manipulative, whether they are conscious of it or not, you know what I mean? She don't know that she's gonna lose respect for you by seeing you sitting up there sulking and in the corner and sad about you got into it with your boss or you know what I'm saying, you got a point, too many points on your thing at work, you know what I mean, and you ain't got your raise,
Right.
and the babies need cleats for the football and whatever else come with it, but you ain't got it to spin right now. And you dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to her and lay in her lap and cry about it.
I just feel like that's where your balance. I feel like if you
She don't know that she's gonna lose respect for you.
But what women are these? From my experience of just seeing my mom and my stepfather, like, you know, my mom was the type, she was going, all right, baby, like what's the solution? Let's figure this out. Let's, you know, there's a balance that's supposed to come. If you're not with somebody that's allowing you to have balance with the way you are being vulnerable, being expressive or whatever, then it's not necessarily that you weak because you are expressing how you feeling about a moment that happened to you.
It's not about that though. Like as far as what you saying.
Okay.
No, the reason I say that is because of our generation. The Ice Spices, the Sexy Reds. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's not what they want to hear.
I don't feel like that's a reality. That's what sells. That's what keep you buying records. That's what keep.
Let me ask you this.
That's not
The
reality.
industry it influences people. Social media not reality, but to be honest, whatever's going on in social media, it affects how people mood is. If everybody didn't like that goddamn post, if they didn't comment, they didn't share it, you like, dang, niggas is hating.
You supposed to chew the meat and spit out the bones.
That's
with
exactly what you do, because that's just like me, right? Like I said, I grew up from married parents, married everybody in my family, but you know, every woman that I come across or everything that's going on here in this dating world, I don't expect them to automatically be that, because I understand that most people wasn't raised like that. If you wasn't raised seeing your mama get loved on, protected and provided for, and you seen men in and out or whatever, you won't value a good man or a man that have those values and operate like that.
Wait. That's why you don't value the fact that your dad was vulnerable with your mom behind closed doors, because that right there, you didn't see it.
Huh?
They did it behind closed doors, but you didn't see it. Basically, you saying that you didn't see your dad being vulnerable with her mom, so you thought he just didn't turn on those emotions in front of her, when in all actuality, it just ain't a kid's place to see those emotions being expressed.
What I mean by vulnerable, that's why I said level. I'm saying sulking. I'm saying sulking in your situation and not focus on your energy and redirecting that to solutions. Give you an example. My dad passed from the same, I can't think of the name of it, but it was the same disease that Bernie Mac had, right? So
sarcoidosis, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. So it was a point in their life where my mom was a teacher, and my dad was a warden at the prison, right? So it got to a point where you can hear his breathing. It was like you can hear it, like it's like, dang, that sounds painful, you know what I mean? But they wasn't really expressing how bad it was, you know what I mean? But in hindsight, me and my mom having the conversation, and so because I pick up brain all the time, because I want to analyze and reevaluate everything and know the inner workings. I know, even though I was raised a certain way, I seen what I seen. I know there's some things that I didn't see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she told me that she had like this type of retirement T-drop thing, like you can put so much in it and it'll build up over the time. But they was trying to, like, they had both came to the agreement that they was gonna work like 5 years apiece to set themselves up to retire and all that stuff, right? So his sickness got so bad where she said he came to her and was like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna be able to make it 5 years. You know what I mean? And she said she, you know, instantly said, well, I'll work my 5 and yours. But he didn't go and get on his knees and lay on her lap and tell her that and cry. He just expressed, that was vulnerable. That's still vulnerable, telling somebody you can't make it 5 years.
When I think of vulnerability, I don't think of it like, come on now, somebody laying in your lap and stuff.
I'm saying to his point where he viewed what I said as, oh, so because of what you saw, you really didn't think that he was ever vulnerable. My point is, it wasn't vulnerable in a way where she would look at you like, that ain't no man right there. He's sulking in his situation. You can feel what you feel, but you don't dwell in it. A man got to think of the solutions and he got to work through it.
So he was definitely being vulnerable.
Yeah, that was vulnerable. Yeah. That's why I said levels, though, and how you is a way to express it.
Sulking is completely different than
Yeah.
vulnerability.
But okay, so the post that I was referring to, they tell me cry in front of me, please cry. If a man cry for me, oh, all this gonna be wet and all that type of stuff. That's the type of post that, you know what I'm saying, I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Cry for her.
Cry in front,
I wanna
crying
see
in
him
front
cry,
of
like-
Well, I mean, like, come on now. Like, say for somebody you love pass away or something like that. Like, I expect your woman to see you shed a tear.
nah, these heifers wasn't talking
those-
about that.
No.
Can we speak on the levels of which women lack respect for a man?
Oh, that's like that's a broad perspective.
But you know what?
Crying is not where I see it being a level of disrespect. And I would never laugh at no man for crying. But I will lose respect in you not even trying for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I will lose respect within you just giving up on you.
That's what my point was, though. You know what I'm saying? If you the type that every time something happen and you want to be, baby, come, let me lay down, and you hella, you know what I'm saying, in that mode all the time, she gonna lose respect for you.
I ain't never had nobody cry to me and got lost respect, but they did things that made themselves just seem less than as a man.
Yeah, because there's way more other things to lose respect for.
Remember when you said something about the man losing his job or whatever?
Okay.
My thing about it is don't wait until you lose it to notify me. Yeah. Just because you the man in the situation. Yeah.
So we talking about vulnerability. If he lost his job, y'all together or y'all dealing with each other, right? And he lose his job and don't tell you trying to fake it, that's what weak is.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Because a real masculine man gonna be like, look, this what happened. Now I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you choose to do, that's what you choose to do.
Life happens.
No, but let me know ahead of time, because if I can put in a few more extra hours or whatever, you know what I'm saying? To help the
But I'm saying the reason why he did it, because he like, man, I lost my job. That, you know what I'm saying? She gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna tell her.
But don't think for me.
But look,
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying that's what a weak man would do though. Because the longer we wait, the longer it drizzle and the longer ain't nothing coming in, now it's like, dang, I can't even trust you.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna happen next when we doing this and then I'm planning this trip, or I got the kids school clothes for the new year, or all this stuff going on, and I'm like, okay, baby gonna do this, but then next thing you know, when it's time, it ain't nothing going on. That's what she's saying. Communicate. Let them know. Be a man. That's a part of being a man right there. Be strong enough to let them know what's going on.
Trying to put me in harm's way, because what if we end out on the street? Oh no.
Like with vulnerability, you know, the way that it's been used lately with the toxic community, you know, a lot of times people are positioning the word vulnerability as a word of manipulation. Vulnerability is really just clear communication at the end of the day.
I feel like we run into all of these issues because we don't spend enough time with ourselves to find out who we are, what we really. I feel like when you don't spend the time with yourself to know you, and then you take your broken, your traumatized self into something with somebody else, then it's like, that's when you start getting all of the problems.
I like it. Everybody, let's unpack.
Oh hell.
Okay.
Dayvsnn, what's your baggage?
My baggage is that, one, I do have a little patience. I have patience. I come with abandonment issues. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that I'm having to work through. So like when I say abandonment issues, that means like I can ghost you because I'm used to someone not being there. You know what I'm saying?
where did those abandonment issues come from?
It started as a childhood, you know? They came from childhood, and I took that into my teenage years and took that into my adult years. And now that I'm at an age where I can understand, like, okay, I have to work through some things because of me feeling like somebody didn't care or somebody not coming back for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are issues that I'm having to deal with right now.
I've had abandonment issues too, so I know exactly where you're coming from. I've had these abandonment issues. It hurt me, and it makes you want to cry. It makes you want to, like, you know what I'm saying, feel a certain type of way. But
Let it out, E. Let
But
it out.
Yeah, let
you
it out.
man up though, bro.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah, go give him a hug. Go give him a hug.
Come give me a hug.
Go get him a hug.
Come give me a hug.
Go give him a hug.
Please come give me a hug. I need a hug so bad.
This is my problem.
I want to cry.
That's your baggage?
Yeah,
I can tell.
I don't really hug people.
Hey, you know,
Bucci, what you feel about baggage? He asked about baggage.
When you was talking about the baggage, like I seen how my mom took care of my stepfather. Like he handled stuff. But the way she took care of him, she cooked Monday through Sunday. She cooked for his friends when they came over, played games. She was a part of his games. You know what I'm saying?
are they still together to this day?
No, but that relationship was like basically like my whole, childhood, teenage years. And to this day, I still thank him for being in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen my mother vulnerable. Now,
For real.
seeing her like that allowed me to make mistakes. Because back to what he said about his parents, I seen my mom handling things. I didn't see my mom really sad or crying or hurt until one time where it was like it couldn't even be something that she could hide.
What was she sad over?
Their relationship departing. But it caused me as a woman to be super caring, super nurturing, not saying there's something wrong with that.
Hell no, that's how you supposed to be.
Exactly.
That's what you say.
But she said super.
Like
Yeah.
it caused.
Oh, you saying like overcompensate?
Or it's maybe for the wrong, maybe yours is for the wrong, maybe you feel like you're doing it for the wrong person.
Yes.
Because I don't think your qualities is
It
bad.
wasn't even just romantically, it was platonically. It was overplaying my role at work. I became a perfectionist where I have to overdo everything that I did in my life, trying to make sure I was doing the right things all the time. To where it became very what's the word?
Nurture.
It became like almost illusionistic. Like I was in a fairy tale. And then when I got older, I realized it's okay to fuck up. And of course, I wanted my mom and my stepdad to continue to be with each other. But because of that situation, they weren't able to be. But I still have respect for him, and it allowed me to have a certain level of respect for men naturally.
Did that scare you? Did that scare you though?
What?
Because you seen her put her all into a situation, and whatever happens, it didn't last. So the fact that all that was going on, I can only imagine you like, oh, they gonna be the, you know what I mean? But to see that the split, do you think that give you a little bit of paranoia or anything?
No, I was disappointed, but it's kind of weird because I also experienced myself. I'm a person that I don't go into nothing thinking about the negative. I go into something intentional. So I realized that I've been such a serious person majority of my life. And I don't know, like I feel like based off of me experiencing them together, I don't know if I was just trying to implement that. I was trying to, have my own love life. Yeah. But
I heard that.
I feel that.
What you think
I
about?
just ain't had it.
You ain't had what? You never been in love before?
I wouldn't say I have.
For real?
Mm-mm.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
And that can be true. At 27.
What was it in them that they didn't have that you're searching for?
I haven't been in any relationships. Like I've got to know people. Like I've been in one that was back in high school. Like the longest, I have not got in another relationship since.
On purpose, or why you think?
I got to know guys, but I feel like those particular guys were looking for something that,
Purely physical.
yeah, like it was definitely physical.
I mean, of
It
course.
was like on some trophy shit. It was like on some.
Okay.
I want to say for sure, like, I think it's nothing wrong with taking that time. Like, even if you went your whole 20s and not got in a relationship, I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with that, because you doing that, you have basically put a lot of time under the belt to really develop who you are. You know what I'm saying? And to really spend time. So it's like, you could have gotten in a relationship in your early 20s if you wanted to, or it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy these experiences that's coming along with this journey on my way to who I'm supposed to be.
How would you feel?
Lie, like I done been in moments where it could have tiptoed into that, but I quickly, cause I pray too.
Yeah.
I quickly things started
That's
to
the root
like,
to a lot of stuff.
like I started
What have
to
you prayed
recognize
for a man?
Yes, a husband. But also I realized in that moment this person is not a husband. And it's always early, like early on.
And it's
So
gonna
I
happen
just
like
think
that every
I
time.
So what if I told y'all before we dive into tacos or anything that whoever made them, it was their first time?
It was their first time making them.
What was your first feeling or thought?
I would say they did a good job.
No. This is before you dived in, and I said, okay, y'all heard you got fish tacos, you got boom, boom, boom. Now before y'all dive in, this is their first day doing this. What was your first?
I'm gonna
observe it.
I'm gonna observe it. I don't mind trying it. I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna say, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
I can't go back here no more. I can't do this again.
But you would have some hesitation or some concerns, right?
See, that's what I was talking about. I'm not really worried.
Yeah.
Cause I pray anyway.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how it tastes and the texture. I'm just saying, before you taste it though,
I'm gonna pray over it.
what I'm getting at is, yes, you do need to get into things and be able to fail, because that's what you learn and you sharpen your iron. So, you know what I'm saying? When you get in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, and you see the things you like, see the things you don't like, see somebody change, see somebody in damn near every season and how you handle that. But if you never experienced that, it can be it's going to be a challenge when you do get to that point.
But do you have to be in a, this is my thing. I don't have to be in a relationship with every guy that say, hey,
I'm not saying that.
What I'm saying is that over the years, I could meet you, we have a few conversations, we might hang out, and then after I realized that intellectually, because intellectually, no, I'm not saying you. No, I'm saying like if I realize that you not mentally at a level where I feel I can endure longevity, I'm cutting that shit off.
So boom.
So boom.
Lend me your ears.
Okay.
Bucci, Dayvsnn. E.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Talk to me.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, mommy. 100 M's. One gotta go.
You said Jesus Christ.
Is it like handed to you
100
in the
M's.
moment? Like
Right now.
Wait, give me the options one more time.
Well, shit, it's easy to answer then.
Jesus, Deshaun Christ.
Jesus gonna stay.
On me, on my
Sorry, mommy.
Mama gonna stay.
100 M's.
Don't care.
One gotta go.
Don't even take.
One gotta go.
100 M's can go.
What y'all thinking?
I can get rid of a million.
Because if I can get it once, I can get it again.
The million go.
Yeah, a million can go.
What you
Million
eat?
can go.
Boy, I'm Jesus Christ all day, every day. I don't care what nobody
So a million going for you.
Boy, million, fuck that million. Fuck that million. It's over with, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm taking Jesus, bro, because everybody gotta die at the end of the day.
Amen. Dayvsnn.
All right.
Let's just say Kamala Harris called you.
Okay.
Dayvsnn. I'm on the way to Little Rock.
Yeah.
I need you to come out and sing for me.
Yeah.
What's your response? What's going on?
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze. Keep me warm in your love as you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
As far as how you feel about her, and if she made that call, Dayvsnn go sing, she wants you to model, walk out there. So,
Call me.
you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, put her on your page
going.
or whatever. And you know, how would you respond?
Well, I'm a private person in general. That's
Me
just
too.
like you asking me, would you go public with your dude? And
So
I'm
you
be
wouldn't
like,
if you had a dude?
I'm good.
So if you,
I don't
if you-
have to.
If you had that guy that you said, damn, this was just different. I'm feeling something here. Do you think you would go public with it? Especially being a person with a platform like you got.
It
Like,
depends on him. Like I don't not really tripping on it.
so you saying it depends on if he wants you to do that?
Like if he wants to have like some type of, if I'm going public, it need to be financially.
Okay.
I'm being for real. I'm being for real
Because it's like
I'm
why
ex-
you're attaching
Why
somebody
does it
to a
have to be
brand.
yeah,
financially?
because why am I exposing my relationship to these motherfuckers that's gonna try to ruin it?
No. I'm not. It's not a judgment. I just want your perspective.
I'm saying like if you want our relationship to be public, I better be making a coin off that shit.
No, I'm not even
That's
saying that's what he
crazy.
want. I'm just saying if you was in, cause you expressed that you haven't had that. So I'm just saying if you did have that, how would you operate as far as social media wise? Not necessarily that he's putting pressure or he like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You rocking with me, you doing all this, but
I can make us a profile picture, but I ain't finna be posting you every day.
okay, boom. Build a bear, build a man. If you had your perfect creative player to your liking in every aspect, what would it be?
Characteristic wise,
Everything wise, whatever you want to put in that pot or gumbo, speak easy to me with it.
I'll say a man that mean what he say what he mean, assertive, knows how to communicate effectively, and honest. And I feel like with them basic things, we really could get through a lot.
How you feel about your lane and that how that lane fits in local music in Arkansas as a whole in its progress? How you feel about that?
What you mean? Like,
I'm saying like we got you, we got Matt Rose, we got, you know, I'm not that into it, but I know a couple of names out here. I know it's quite a few guys in the rap in hip hop
yeah.
genre that's getting a buzz and getting a light on Arkansas. But as far as the singing, the R&B, gospel, whatever the case may be, in that area, I personally don't see a whole bunch of people that's doing a bunch of things like you and him and a couple others. So I would just, you know, want to know how you feel about where it's going locally.
I feel like it's on the right track. You know, I just feel like we just need more. It can never be enough support. Like we just need more support.
What about collaborations? Like, cause just say for instance, of course, YTB Fat, he's one of the biggest Arkansas artists right now. He's doing a lot of covers. Alicia Keys. What else? That's been some of his like biggest samples that I've seen people gravitate to.
Yeah.
But is that what's missing? Like him, like,
collaboration work?
or people that's coming up reaching out and collaborating with the R&B guys or
We
whatever.
can use more collaboration.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure we can use more collaboration. I feel like from what I see, you know, a lot of the rappers in the city, they do have like a little more pull, but it could be for financial reasons, like all type of reasons. But I think collaboration is definitely needed. Now, there are a lot of rappers actually that, as far as myself, that I've talked with, you know, about doing collaborative work. You know, most times it's a matter of just talking about it, reaching out, you know what I'm saying? My brother is one of the like OG rappers in the city. I don't know if y'all know him, 607 and Bobby and them. I don't know if y'all know them, but I feel like it's just collaborative. Like you just need collaboration work.
Since we talking about the music, and before you share a little bit with us, you know, can we just hear a little something, man? Just a sneak peek of one of your upcoming songs, because I know you got a couple drops that's getting ready to drop. A little sneak peek, quick.
I got one, okay. Lately, you've been tripping on me lately. Shouldn't have never called you baby, but that's my fault. That's all I'm gonna give you.
Okay, where'd that come from? Just quickly, what place does that come from?
Oh man, it was just me taking responsibility in what I chose. You know, the trauma that I thought I was getting from them, it was really my fault because I seen everything. So it was up to me to make the decisions, to leave, to not be there, to not keep doing the same thing with the person, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take the blame. That's my fault. Actually, I'm not gonna put this on you. I'm gonna put it on me. That's my fault.
That's dope as hell. There's accountability.
That's accountability.
I appreciate Bucci for sitting down with us. Dayvsnn sitting down with us. Great to meet y'all.
For real.
So appreciate y'all so much for being open and, you know, being authentic with y'all answers and whatever the case we threw at y'all, you know what I mean? Taking a shot, eating tacos or whatever.
You gotta come back.
If y'all watched the entire episode, we want y'all to comment speak or easy. Either one in those comments, hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, all that. They names gonna be in this thing, so don't even trip. This was.
I told them to keep the comparisons. I don't compare to them, we not the same at all. Be playing these niggas, that shit so embarrassing. That's why I'm glad I'm a dog. Look, when you mad at her, that when she texting my phone, like pick up this me finna call.